What is up, everyone? HTG Brian back with more LEGO Horizon Adventures. Next up, we got Thunder in the Mountains, Level 6, Belly of the Beast story. We're actually going to get a trophy for completing Thunder in the Mountains called Climb Every Mountain. We're also going to take down another cauldron, which finally rings off that factory settings trophy, which is basically for completing your first cauldron, even though it's our second. And we're also going to finally find the Thunderjaw and take him down. It's a pretty epic battle. Let's go ahead and jump right in, starting with the cutscene.
Perhaps this cavern is what I've been searching for all these years. The location of the Donut Horde.
Right. And what was that again?
Yes! Tell us about the legend.
It is said that centuries ago, the Old Ones had a king with a great passion for pastries. He sent his subjects to find the tastiest, sweetest donuts from all over the world. Soon, he had a priceless treasure trove of delicious, perfectly preserved treats with holes in the middle. A veritable mountain of mouth-watering.
All right, are we gonna watch Mr. Sweet Tooth drool all day? Or are we gonna find that machine?
That's the place. Although it seems to be rather more than just a cavern, you'll find the Thunderjaw somewhere inside.
Huh?
Was Aaron being for real? He's really searching for a donut horde? Listen, I'm trying to use donut talk to distract you from me plummeting off the mountain there. All right, we're on an adventure. It is icy cold where we is, and there is the front door. We're actually going to go ahead and take a peek around the corner and see if there's anything worth grabbing, and unfortunately, there is not. So I thought maybe there was something to do with this wall here. Maybe I could take down some stuff, find a secret path in. No such luck. So we'll go right back to the front door and give it a quick knock. That's right. Hopefully they will let us in. Whoa! That was way easier than expected. I figured we'd get like a new cauldron who dis, but all right, we're in. Let's do this. This cauldron is actually fairly easy with a couple of hanging points that were a wee bit frustrating for me. In fact, I even edited a little bit out, and we'll see if you can figure out where it is. I won't tell you, but we're going to go ahead and follow the old stud trail in until we get to this electric patio here. We're going to go ahead and get through that quickly, and oh no, it's some bad guys. We got a biggie and, a couple of smallies, so we'll go ahead and try to focus on those littler guys first just to thin out their numbers and not have to have so many people attacking us at once, and it worked out in our favor as the Brood came and slapped into me, but also stunned himself whilst doing so, giving me a chance to take out the others, the Watchers. So you probably noticed we also just upgraded to level 12. Now I'm curious, for those following along, playing through the story with us, are you tracking about the same? Are you already level 12? Are you already to 13? Are you still level 10? I'm curious, drop me some comments down below. I'd love a little interaction with you guys as we've been kind of a one-way band here, me talking at you and you listening at me. Oh, speaking of listening.
This place is so strange. Is this what the old world was really like?
It appears to be what the ancient ones called a cauldron. Fascinating.
Yeah, I fell into a cauldron once. I was trying to get a spoonful of my mother's famous asaram stew. Let me tell you, it is spicy.
In this case, a cauldron is an underground factory where machines are constructed.
Right. And I suppose they make cultists in a pizza oven. Please, I wasn't born yesterday, Silence.
So that's where all the machines come from. They're built in places like this.
Remember that there was a time before you were born when machines were gentle and peaceful. Perhaps the people from the past created them to guide and protect the world that was to come.
But then that red blob monster messed them all up.
Ah, the old red blob monster, a.k.a. Hades, a.k.a. the Buried Shadow. Not a very friendly dude, although we could do without him. The story would be a lot more boring without. All right, we've come to a door with red on it. We'll go ahead and yeet one of these purple bombs at it, which should open the door and allow us passage. So we're getting close to some of the platforming I was referring to earlier, which starts with a electrified jump over here. Watch that step. It's a doozy. Then we get to a couple of items that are floating. In fact, we got a bridge we're going to build, which was way too easy in this. However, I am noticing some Lego Movie 2 accents, like the pink and the stars. I don't know. They just really feel like they've been reused assets from Lego Movie 2. Does that anybody else get that feeling? Moving right along, we drop down following the silver stud path, taking us to a couple of destructible objects, and it also leads us to what ends up being the solution to get by up top. So we'll go back up there and find ourselves another one of these purple/pink bombs. Now, that was something I ran into the other day when we were playing. Definitely color differentials between people. I don't know if it's like maybe I'm a little colorblind or something, but to me, that is pink. And I'm trying to remember what it was the other day. Oh yeah, it was Lego Batman 3. We were playing the Lantern planets, and somebody mentioned that the planet was purple, but to me it was pink. So I don't know if that's like a contrast issue with like my monitor perhaps, or maybe a difference in color seeing via me and the chat. But yeah, a couple in the chat were suggesting that it was a purple planet, but it very much was pink on my screen. So anyways, you guys tell me, what color is that tank that, well, there's one right there. See those butterflies down below on the tree? That's purple to me. Those tanks right there, pink. All right, enough of the purple and pink debate. Let's go ahead and drop down and find ourselves a hidden bin. That's right, it's sort of a sneaky one down there. I thought there might be something else, but so I take a quick peek, but no such luck. We'll go ahead and jump up there on the ledge, the lower one, Brian. That's obviously a little out of our reach. Go ahead and get back up and find our way to the floating platform where we will be able to get up to the next level. That's right, we're higher than a whale right now. We're going a little higher even, so think about that. That's actually a really funny joke. I know we've talked about this before in previous videos, but higher than a whale? Think about that. Like, if the whale's about to breach and he's all the way at the top of the ocean, although it's low to us, right? It's low, but ocean, you know, it's really high. At the top of the water is the top. That's way up there. All right, anyways, enough Bert Kreischer stuff. We'll go ahead and grab one of these pink bombs and yeet it over towards the right side while we float on this platform to go ahead and unlock the door above us. We should be able to jump up to that handheld and pull ourselves in, and booyakashow! We're getting pretty close to that Thunderjaw. Not quite yet. We got a little bit of a really frustrating moment for me. I know I mentioned that I edited something out. I'm not going to tell you exactly when it is. If you want to drop a comment down below and take a guess, you know, I may high-five you or something digitally to kind of give you some props. But other than that, there's not a whole lot I can reward you for. But it's definitely worth checking out. Now, look at that bomb. That bomb did nothing. In retrospect, looking back at the brick separators, those brick separators did work on those shell walkers. And that was just a grazer? Those grazers don't even have the same health. Like, it's not even the same. They should be way weaker. But anyways, definitely prefer that brick separator over those pink bombs. All right, we got a couple of baddies here. We're going to go ahead and try to avoid them. I'm actually trying to use the electricity here to shock them, but I guess that's not a thing, or at least maybe my timing was off. I'm not quite sure. Again, I'm going to try to focus on one bad guy at a time to deplete his meter and thin out the numbers so there's only one bad guy shooting at me, and trying to use one of them to sort of block the other one. And look at that. I almost had it. I was right there, but whap, 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 whap. All right, one down, one to go. We'll go ahead and, again, try to use this electricity, but apparently it's not shockingly enough to do any kind of extra dam, so we'll go ahead and keep using it as a protector so he can't just charge and attack us, but he likes to do that shooting attack there that I am really bad at dodging. And I've got a couple of sweet spot shots there that didn't connect, but I eventually get it done did. Now over on the right, there's some silver studs, and luckily for us, we got some blast boots going on so we can make that jump across. I do not believe you can do it without them. Worth a try if you want. I don't think there's much to lose, but maybe a stud or two. But we'll go ahead and pop open that bin and, of course, create that build, which I don't even know what that was. I'm guessing it's some sort of a reference to items in the main game. I know there was lots of, like totem poles and things scattered around, like enemy camps and such. I don't know if that's what that's supposed to be or not. Like, if you guys know, again, I know I'm asking for a lot of interaction in this video, but if you guys know the answers to that, I'd love to know. Moving forward, I wouldn't sound like such a noob. All right, keeping on with the keeping on, we find ourselves another low path here. It actually seems to have another one of those battery-activated terminals, so we'll take out a couple of the shell walker shells up top, and it reveals one of those pink bombs. So we'll go ahead and drop a bomb, 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 bomb. Look at that, it activated this floating pad, but unfortunately our feet weren't fast enough to get up on it before it got out of reach. So we'll have to wait for it to come back down, and booyakashow, we're officially on it and ready to go jump up to these handhelds. Don't forget to pop open this bin on the far left, as it gives you a spread shot bow and some monies though. Actually, that RNG might be different. You might get a different object. It might have been some sort of other gadget like the blast boots or something, but all right, one of my least favorite parts of this particular level is this floating scenario here. We've got these handhelds going up and down and all around. And of course, I see a silver path with some studdage, so I go ahead and pop open that bin and try to make my way back up. This is where things get a little hectic. You barely move faster than the object, and the goal is to get up. So we got to get over to the far right to get to a moving platform that goes up. And once we go up, we got to jump over to the far right side, but not before getting to the top, because you'll get smashed by some pink or purple bars, depending on which color you see. We also take note that once we make it to this other platform, we see another little terminal that's got red on it. So we'll go ahead and grab one of these pink bombs and lighten things up a little bit. After getting our blast on, we'll ride up the handhelds to go ahead and jump over to the far right ledge here where, oh, there's some bad guys waiting for us. So we'll go ahead and wait till he's not looking. The coast was clear. I gave him the old pow right in the kisso. I dodged his original attack, and I hit that sweet spot a couple of times, but it's not enough to deplete that meter. So unfortunately, I get ice babied again, and a couple of quick shots up close and personal gets the job done. Now you can see we've already gained a little bit of progress towards level 13, so that's feeling pretty good. To be honest with you, I didn't look to see how far we get at the end, and that was a close call. I would definitely wait for that floating platform to be sort of closer to the right-hand side of your screen versus the left before making a go at it, because that was a close one. Hey, look, some birthday cake. I'm always down for cake. As you guys know, I could eat. All right, we'll go ahead and yeet one of these bombs, open the door, and in we go to what ends up being our Thunderjaw sighting. So collect some studdage, maybe heal up real quick just in case you're a little light, and all right. It's Thunderjaw time. What's up there, big baddie? Hey, wait a minute, that looks kind of like our thumbnail almost. That's because it is. Well, maybe not that exact spot, but... All right, the goal here is to use the pink tanks on the left and right floating platforms to go ahead and hit these pillars with red on them. Now, the pink bombs are definitely not easily achievable. However, they're not difficult either. You just got to time it right and then aim right. Now, you'll see here, I make a couple of mistakes throwing those pink tanks, and it does cost me a couple of minutes of gameplay. So, other than that, it doesn't do anything. This boss battle is pretty simple, and this is actually a boss battle. I know I refer to a lot of the encounters as boss battles because we got some bigger dudes or whatever, but this actually would be considered a boss battle, as it is the final level of our campaign for Thunder in the Mountains. And look at that, the circle was right on target there, but it just didn't make it. Whap, 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 wow. All right, so we've got a couple of those done did. We're going to just keep alternating back and forth because it does take a while for those towers to sort of cool off and allow you to attack them, doing damage again. So you can see the left one is now got red on it, so we'll go ahead and make our way over to this floating platform, jump onto it, grab the pink bomb, jump back, and booyakashow. We've almost got half his meter depleted. Now, I take one from the left thinking this is going to be a little bit more efficient getting over here, but I unfortunately missed my shot. So you got to hit the shots you take if you're going to do that. Otherwise, just keep on with the keeping on it. Oh, I can't believe I saved myself from that fall. All right, we're about halfway on that meter now. A couple of little dudes here out on the middle platform. Definitely take those guys out. I mean, you could avoid them, right? Like, I know in Funko we avoid a lot of bad guys and try to, ignore the attacks. But in this particular case, I recommend taking them down because we need that XP. So the more, the merrier. All right, we're officially halfway done with this battle, and there's the thumbnail image right there. We'll go ahead and let a big old roar out from the Thunderjaw. Roar. And it's back at it. We got up close and personal now. This section of the boss battle requires us to target one of his legs. Now, I definitely recommend sticking with one leg. So if you start taking shots at the right, keep hitting that right one until he drops. Because as you can see, if you rapidly hit those legs, he'll drop. giving us a couple of seconds to go ahead and give him the old pow right in the kissa, taking out these golden spots, and he is back up and ready to attack again. And now we're just going to rinse and repeat that process. This time, though, for whatever reason, he seems to be guarding that right leg, so I'm going to go after that left leg. Now, I say that, but I'm really just trying to attack either side at this point. As soon as I get some connection, though, I will definitely focus on one leg, which ends up being the left leg. And I don't know why I got robbed on a couple of shots there. In fact, he's getting really good at parrying my arrow attacks, which is something I never got good at in any game. I mean... All right, down goes Frasier. He is officially down again. This time he spawned some bad guys to help protect him. That's right. We'll go ahead and try to avoid them at first, but as soon as he starts getting up, I take out all the baddies. Hey, try to do that spin attack on me. That's like one of my least favorite things because they seem to be invincible. Now, it should be noted too that the Thunderjaw will actually make it rain missiles, and they take out the other bad guys too. So he can actually beat us to the punch, and he earns the XP in that case. So drop him like it's hot one last time, depleted that meter, and take your crown as we have officially taken the Thunderjaw down. That's right. Aloy 1, Thunderjaw 0.
You sure it's dead?
Oh, not dead.
Ooh, shiny! Although I still don't get how flowers are supposed to hurt that evil thing Elizabeth told us about.
Is that it?
Maybe it's allergic to them? My cousin's a mess if he gets even a whiff
Let me
of
see.
Buttercup, huh?
The All-Mother has a plan. That is all that matters.
Well, let's find out what she has to say when we bring it back to her.
Thank you.
I'm okay.
Man, it's all food with Aaron. It's never anything serious. It's always about the food. I got it, though. Hey, Booyakashow, we'll grab that gold brick and get the trophy for completing the Thunder in the Mountain storyline. We're also going to get a trophy called Factory Setting for taking down our first cauldron, even though it's technically our second. We also unlocked the Thunderjaw sticker, which got slapped right in the middle, and of course that cauldron icon in the bottom left.
Hello again. Wow.
You did it! You got the first piece! Sorry, I didn't mean to sound surprised. It's just, I wasn't entirely sure this would work. I mean, a weapon made of giant metal flowers growing in the wild so no one else can find them? What's the hologram lady thinking, right?
It had crossed my mind.
But it worked! And now you're ready to find the next one. And ooh, this should be fun because it's in the jungle. So watch out for insect bites. And let's see, the humidity. And, oh yes, things that can eat you. Good luck.
Aloy, you gotta see this. Turns out this place has a food hall. And thanks to us, they're ready to reopen it. Wait till you try my spicy fish berry chowder.
Yum. Can't wait. Suddenly the jungle doesn't sound that bad.
Chapter 3, Unlock. Desperately Seeking Sawtooth. Love the reference to that old mid-80s movie, Desperately Seeking Susan. We also unlocked our first metal flower from taking down the Thunderjaw, and we can build up newly open area of Mother's Heart using Lego Ninjago stuffs. We also unlocked the Apex Machine Hunts. That's right, we've been talking about this, referencing the red bricks that unlock or represent the different areas or spots that you've taken down in this. And we also have the Jungle unlocked, which will be where our next storyline takes place. So I'm going to go ahead and follow the red waypoint marker here. You can see we actually have two on screen. We have one in the bottom right, sort of flashing, pulsing a white or blue area, and then we got the red one up top. So you know me, I'm going to follow the one with red on it, which actually looks exactly like what we just were taking, Thunder in the Mountains. That's what it looks like. It looks like that same pathway takes us up there. I don't remember seeing this before. We also got a couple of new outfits, so that's good. Hopefully those work towards our 75 total, and we won't have to purchase that many. That would be a bonus. Now we're going to go ahead and follow the waypoint marker to the jungle, which cuts us out of the high rise or very cold, snowy-like ambience and takes us into a new biome, which is more like humid and jungly. So we definitely are getting our steps in today. Our pedometer has tracked over 27,000. I'm just kidding. We don't have a pedometer. But look at that. Lair of the Tree Haters, part of the Desperately Seeking Sawtooth campaign. So we'll be checking that out next. That will be level 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to click that like button down below. It helps us out more than you know. Check us out on social media at HappyThumbsGaming.com. And of course, for me, for now, that's going to do it. As always, until next time. Blue.